Direct from the Motor City, Motown, Detroit, Michigan. It's the You Name It podcast.
Hola, Jerry.
Davin, how are you?
I'm doing pretty damn good.
This is the first show of the year 2022.
Woohoo!
Isn't it great so far?
Yep, COVID's going to end this year.
Oh, is that what you read, or is that what you think?
Well, I heard a little theory. Previous pandemics have lasted 3 years and 4 cycles. And this virus is in its 3rd year, and the Omicron is its 4th cycle.
Yeah.
So people are
that's good news.
They're speculating within a month we'll be done with it in certain areas that aren't
within a month.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'm going to believe you and go, hey, good. Yeah, that's good. Statistically, we'll be done with it.
So February, we should be on the downturn and getting back to fucking normal, which isn't going to happen. Because
yeah, well.
Well, did you hear the one on the news the other day about the flu-rona? Oh,
yeah.
First case of
heard the flu-rona. Yeah.
First case of flu-rona is out there. What the fuck?
Yeah, but it's a hodgepodge now.
Yeah, we're just making.
What other things can you smash in there? Can you have like let's see, flu-ronaria.
Yeah, and then
it just made me laugh. I don't care about you.
Yeah, basically every symptom on there matches what NyQuil cures.
Boy, we're actually stretching into a different category right now because I wanted to make sure that we were able to address this particular topic that I have.
Okay.
Just so, it's a little ploy so that we can make sure that we have a title for the show.
I hope you change it after this, because usually when you think up a title, it doesn't work as well as when it just comes to you during the show.
I don't know. This is a pretty good one. You want to know what the title would be?
Yes.
Poop is not food.
Okay.
You don't like that? Poop is not food? I actually went through the trouble of looking up to see how poisonous poop is, just so I'd be able to say that it wasn't food, to make sure our listeners knew not to eat poop.
Okay, what'd you find out?
That it's mildly poisonous. It's not very poisonous at all, actually. If it's your poop, it's not poisonous to you, really, because it's already has the bacteria that is already in you.
Okay.
So it's not going to make you any worse, is what the experts say. But you could catch E. coli, hepatitis A, hepatitis E, viral pneumonia, polio, or influenza.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good.
Especially someone else's poop.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
So what people should do, though, is they should go to their internets, and they should go to a site called Quora, Quora, which is people answering questions.
Okay.
And look up, let's see what it says, just to make sure we're clear. If a human ate poop, what would actually happen?
They would puke.
Everybody wants to read these answers.
Everybody wants to eat poop, I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, because there's people in here that say, for instance, well, I have to confess to having done this a number of times. How many times? I'm not sure. I've lost track of it, but it has never, 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 never made me sick, nor have I ever had any ill effects from it whatsoever.
Who eats poop?
The one thing that's lost in the discussion, not all turds taste the same. Some softer, gooier turds taste so vile I simply couldn't swallow them without retching. I had to spit it back out, but I've had other turds that taste quite a bit better.
Who is this freak?
Anonymous.
They need to be on a watch list.
No, they have a whole bunch of these, though, in here. So everybody should go there. I'm not going to gross everybody out by reading it, but it is a little bit funny. Like, what would happen if you eat poop? First of all, you'd probably throw up. Afterwards, you would sit down and contemplate on what good you're doing with your life whilst drooling shit and shaking like a maniac.
Oh, my Lord.
So anyway, advice for the listeners, don't eat poop because it's not food. It just used to be food.
Oh.
There, done. Now you can do the real topic.
Well, no, I cannot let that go. Who is eating poop? That's just...
No one's eating poop, really. I just wanted to be able to title one of our shows with poop in it again and figured it might as well be informative.
So, I don't know if we talked about it on the show or I talked to you about it on the phone, but that Verizon commercial with Kate McKinnon in it, where she's...
I don't remember, no.
She's walking in high heels and she just cannot walk in high heels.
Is it a gag on purpose, or is it just
no,
she's trying to look normal and you're watching her like... Is it like when you watch... sorry. We'll go back to it for sure, but I want to make sure we're on the same page. When you watch Quentin Tarantino's... What is that big one that he put out? Pulp Fiction. And we're back.
Sorry about that, guys. That was my end.
Davin forgot how to use a phone.
Evidently.
I was confused, and I was babbling on about stuff.
Yep.
But I think where we were at was you were telling me about a Verizon Kate McKinnon commercial.
Yeah, she was from Saturday Night Live, I think. So you figure these guys book celebrity actors or actresses or whatever, but they booked her to walk in this commercial, and she's walking in high heels, and she's obviously not comfortable wearing high heels. And in the first part of the commercial, she's walking in high heels going up to someone who is in ice skates. So it looks appropriate that she's walking weird. But then the rest of the commercial, she continues fucking walking weird.
I guess we'll have to see that. I haven't seen that.
And
it's a hard thing to do on a podcast, too.
Yeah.
You just have to hope someone
saw the commercial. So I looked it up. I'm like, am I watching this commercial and is she walking weird? What the fuck's going on? So I started researching it, and there's a Reddit post about it with all these comments. And one of them...
her walking in heels, yeah.
Well, you wanted to know how she walks. Well, it says... one of the comments was, she looks like she took a big old dump and can't find the toilet paper. And she's walking to another bathroom to try to wipe her ass. And then another one says she walks like the velociraptors in Jurassic Park.
I'm going to have to look for this commercial now. Which is something I never want to do, is look for a commercial.
No, but other people brought it up to me, too. Like, when that commercial pops up and I'm around other people, they're like, is she walking weird? It's obvious that she cannot walk in heels.
Maybe it's on purpose, just to get us all talking about it.
I don't think so.
So I was going to say, in regards to that, like, if it was really the way she walked or not.
Or if she has poop in her pants.
Yeah. But it sounds like it's the thing that I found out watching Pulp Fiction, which was Bruce Willis has weird feet. So if you go back and watch Pulp Fiction, when the part where he's in it, there's a couple of shots of him like running through a field from behind.
Okay.
And he's got the feet that point out in opposite directions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where he's running with his feet pointed out to the right and the left, like kind of like a Charlie Chaplin walk thing.
Okay.
You know, with his feet out like that. You're like, that doesn't look action hero-y.
No, kind of like my duck walk.
Yeah, it's like a weird duck walk, yeah.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, go look for Pulp Fiction, Bruce Willis, duck feet.
Well, when I was researching that commercial, I decided to read. Have you seen the commercial for Caesars, the Caesars app?
I've seen a bunch of them with that black guy, the comedian guy.
Yep, and Cleopatra.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't pay attention, but I see them.
Do you know who Cleopatra is?
Queen of the Nile.
Halle Berry.
Oh, you're saying that the actress is?
I did not realize that was Halle Berry. She looks freaking phenomenal for 55 years old.
Yeah, I think she was just in a movie on Netflix. It struck me that she looked pretty good for being my age.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, she's got a seatbelt around her breast in the back seat of the car, and I'm thinking, I want to be a seatbelt. And I had to look up who she was, and I'm like, that's freaking Halle Berry. I've already seen her boobs.
It's also, not real. They can make everything look desirable to you, Davin.
Yeah, that's true. But I like
It's movie magic.
But well, if that's the case, why didn't they make Kate McKinnon be able to walk in high heels?
Because they might have done it on purpose, so we all talk about the commercial.
Oh.
Now everybody's talking about Verizon.
Yeah.
They're geniuses.
And speaking about Caesars, Little Caesars is actually raising their price on their hot and ready pizza.
Boy, you're going a mile a minute on these topics, aren't you?
I am.
That's right. Yep. I heard that they were raising it from $5 to $5.55.
That's correct. However, they're giving you more pepperoni.
How many more pepperoni are worth 55 cents, you think?
30% more.
I wonder if somebody did the pepperoni math.
Well, they probably put 10 on them normally, and they're adding 3 more.
There's not only 10. Oh, I don't know, actually. I do not like that pizza that much.
No.
Now, what's strange about that is I grew up here in the Detroit metropolitan area where they started, basically. I think they started in, Domino's was Ann Arbor. I don't know where they started. Mm-hmm. Oh, Little Caesars' first place was in Garden City, Michigan.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's where you live.
So we grew up getting that. And I remember it all the way from before the pizza, where they gave you that one big paper-covered tray with 2 pizzas on it.
Right.
You remember that thing?
Yep.
Where it was singular cardboard old boxes with the Little Caesar guy on it. Mm-hmm. It was, to me, it was completely different than what they make today. Mm-hmm. Like, it was good quality grease wheel. Now you get it, and it's like bread.
Personal.
It's almost like a frozen pizza that they thought out. Mm-hmm. Don't like it. There, I've said it.
Do you like Buddy's pizza?
But it's better than eating poop.
That's true. It is a lot better than eating poop and walking in high heels.
Yeah. So you learned something else today, everybody. Garden City, Michigan, first Little Caesars ever. I can picture it. Isn't that stupid how nostalgic you get for shit like that? I can picture the furniture in the basement where we would eat this pizza at my parents' house.
Yeah.
The wooden furniture with the plaid cushions.
Nostalgia.
There's so many people out there that are going, oh, yeah, the stupid wooden furniture with the plaid cushions.
Yep. And you got to get up and change the channel on the TV, and there's only 3 channels.
Yeah. We had more than 3. We had 2, 4, 7, 9.
Oh, well.
If you're close enough, you can get 10 in Toledo. Then you can do 50,
well, that's
20,
right.
56,
CBC.
62. What's that?
And then channel 20 would turn into the scrambled green boob channel at night.
Yeah, on TV. Yep. We had a phenomenal upbringing. We were so advanced. Rotary phones, all this shit.
Oh, phones. Another topic, Jerry.
You got a phone topic? All right, what do we got?
iPhone 13. What the fuck?
I don't know anything about these iPhone things, so go ahead.
Well, they have to come up with one every year, so what's different about the new iPhone 13?
I don't know. What is it?
Hollywood Focus.
A new camera feature?
Yeah, a lens where you can make the background a little more out of focus.
They already do that shit, though.
Well, that's on the iPhone 13. That's the reason to buy it. There's nothing else really fucking... They've given up on getting... now it's just a little add-on. Whereas before it used to be... That would be an update. If you updated your phone, you got, all of a sudden the camera works better or this works better. Now their updates have become generations of iPhone. We need to roll out a new one for these kids.
Yeah, but they already have been doing that for a while. And it's not real. It's a digital thing because the types of lenses they have don't allow that to happen. Mm-hmm. Maybe with their compositing now, multiple pictures being taken on multiple lenses, it can be better, but whatever, you can just do it in your editing of your photo afterwards.
Yeah. Or buy a real camera. But no one does that anymore.
You can buy a camera, yeah. By the way, you did not kill John Madden. We talked about John Madden.
I know, that was kind of scary. We got done with the show last week.
Then we found out minutes after the show that he died.
Yeah, what?
But I did find out he died in the morning of the day we did that show. So you didn't kill him.
Okay, good.
Because you were watching his documentary the night before.
Yep.
So you didn't kill him unless you thought about him too much from the time you watched the documentary until he died. So overnight, if you were dreaming about him, maybe you killed him with your dream mind. But
so you think it was?
It wasn't because we talked about him on the show.
You think it was planned?
His death?
Like,
I doubt it.
Like they had, okay, we're making a documentary about him. He's going to die this year. He's on somebody's death pool. And they kind of forced it.
They kind of forced it.
Like, let's reminisce about his life and let him know he's had a great life and he's been a great guy and he's been around and done everything. And we all love him and appreciate him, but...
So his tribute documentary killed him.
Right. Like, okay, I've seen everything I've had to see. I've lived a good life, and he went to bed that night and then just croaked.
I don't know. The world's a very strange place. It's not contrived. It's not like that. I was getting spooked out and forgot about something, so I was watching the Harry Potter movies.
Okay.
Because I watched the Harry Potter 20th anniversary special. And I'm not a big fan of that. I just remembered the movies and thought, well, let's see what they're doing with their documentary on the 20 years. And it was nice, whatever. Nice. So I got all of the movies and I started watching them. I noticed in the first movie when they go to the bank of wizards or whatever, where they keep their money, that it was very Jewish looking.
Okay.
Right? These little monsters with big noses that actually looked a lot like the Hitler anti-Jewish cartoons that they used to put out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They do caricatures. Now, they're supposed to be like goblins or something like that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I thought, wow, that's a little weird to put the bankers to make them have these stereotypes and look like that. And then I just thought, nah, whatever. You know, it's probably not in any way on purpose. And then all these people in the media started talking about it. And I thought, wait a minute, I just watched that movie. How's all of a sudden this is a topic? Because I'm stupid and forgot about the 20th anniversary itself. Because I'm thinking that my phone's playing tricks on me. I just saw this and now there's an article.
Are you going to...
I'd forgotten about the big event 3 days before.
Are you going to break down and buy some Harry Potter cookware?
No.
They sell it now. Did you?
I wonder what's supposed to be good about it.
I don't know.
I'm not much into buying shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we do jokey things around our family where we'll buy things related to pop culture, but it's not like cookware.
Yeah, no Harry Potter cook.
It's more like a T-shirt or something.
Have a nice Harry Potter frying pan.
I'm going to close the poop page. It's freaking me out.
Oh.
I don't like looking over at it. It's bright and it says poop all over it.
So, Jerry, do you think there's any celebrities that are aliens?
Oh, God. No. Did we do stuff about aliens? I think we did it in regard. We were making fun of the idea that government was alien.
Yeah,
but I don't think we did any.
People like to refer to like Elon Musk as their favorite alien.
Now, was it the deal with him that he's got Asperger's or something?
Oh, I don't know. But I was watching
He's on the spectrum.
He must be. We know some people on the spectrum.
Everybody's on the spectrum. We covered that.
Yep.
Otherwise, there's no
spectrum, right?
Yeah.
But I kind of think that the Kardashians, I think that they might be aliens.
Why?
Just because how they are.
They act like aliens.
Yes.
Not that they look like them. Not that they never age.
Well,
not that there's something magical about them. It's just they act weird.
And former coach Tony Dungy. Have you seen him lately?
I don't know who that is.
Just his ears. He was on Monday Night Football the other night, and I was watching, and I'm like, he's a freaking alien.
His ears gave it away, huh?
It's just his ears and his face, and he just looks like he was made out of clay. Like, to be some kind of...
He looks like he was made by Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like the Goblin almost from Spider-Man.
The Green Goblin?
Yeah. Look.
I just watched the new Spider-Man, by the way. Went with Lindsay and Alan.
There are too many freaking Spider-Mans out right now.
There's what?
There's too many goddamn Spider-Mans.
That's the only one out right now.
Oh, no. If you search for movies, that's all that pops up is all these different Spider-Mans that are out there.
Well, that are available, not that are new. This is the only new one that they have.
There's a Spider-Man with Jack Black in it, I think.
Where'd you see a Spider-Man with Jack Black in it?
I think it's a parody of Spider-Man or something.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was decent.
Or cartoon voice of Jack Black. Who knows? They're everywhere, though. So you like the movie, though?
They're really doing a number with this multiverse talk with Marvel, though. I'll let you guys go figure that out, but I think they're taking an easy way out. They're now able to explain all of the inconsistencies throughout the Marvel movies by just saying, it's the multiverse. That one was in a different universe than this one.
Oh, God.
So they kind of got out of it in an easy way. Oh, shit. I almost forgot. Wedding happened.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How'd that go? Everything good?
Congratulations to Mike and Mallory. Married on New Year's Eve at the MGM Grand Casino. And it was, there's really not much to talk about with that. It was a nice, elegant, fun wedding. Mm-hmm. But I do have to say that listener Sarah, one of the big fans we have.
Yes.
Her husband came, Don.
Okay.
And she had to point this out to me. Or no, I think maybe he pointed it out. Look at my shoes. And I look down and I see that he's basically wearing work boots with his suit.
Okay.
I mean, he had this nice jacket. A bunch of people were wearing these like shiny paisley jackets of different colors and stuff because it was like a New Year's Eve deal anyway. But the shoes were like Brad Trent's work boots.
Okay.
So I had to make him feel better. I told him that we talk about it a little bit on the show because the truth of the matter is with shoes is nobody's fucking looking at anybody's feet except for women.
Yep.
Women look at other women's feet to see what kind of shoes they have on, and then they end up being the only ones looking at the men's feet too. But guys stand around not knowing anything. No one's looking at people's feet ever. Do you agree?
I agree. It's weird where my mind went, though. It really is.
Okay. You want to share?
What's the hardest thing about being a clown?
Something to do with the shoes, I'm imagining now.
Getting the cum stains out of your shoes.
Okay. That's not going to be the title.
Why did my mind go to that joke?
I don't know why your mind went there. Doesn't make any sense to me why we're talking about the idea of shoes and who's looking at them. And you go there. Clown sex. Jesus. Anyway, Don, there you go. We talked about the shoes. So don't worry.
Hey.
Other guys don't look, but some girls might. And if you're married, it doesn't matter, right? Davin, is that true?
Yeah, it doesn't married. You're married.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't married
if you're
matter.
out looking for a wife, you might want to put some different shoes on. But since you already have one, no one gives a shit.
Well, in the movie Hustlers, all of the escorts were looking for the guy's shoes. If they had really super expensive shoes, then they were a good target.
Yeah, and they were women too, right?
Right. But
see, proving the point.
There you go.
Men don't look at shoes. Men don't look at women's shoes unless you have a foot fetish. They're not looking at women's feet at all. They're looking at people look at each other's faces.
Yeah.
If this is a call-in show, I'd be getting beat up like crazy right now by the listeners.
Oh, have any listeners commented recently? You mentioned you had one, but did you listen to what he sent you?
Oh, no. It was strange. So I got a message from listener Jimmy, and it almost was just a, hey, I listened to the new show. Thanks and Happy New Year. He goes, I got so excited because I listened to I didn't know that you had new ones out, so I listened to one, and then there was another one right after it, and then another one, like it was Christmas, like that. But it wasn't like, didn't seem to be directed towards the listening audience. It seemed to be directed towards us.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, and I remember, just so it's not confusing to the listeners out there, I told Davin that I might play it on the show, but now I was like, I don't know, it's not really that. Yeah. It's funny though. Well, it was more like a phone call. All right, Happy New Year, buddy.
We gave Jimmy Christmas joy
with 3 episodes he didn't know about.
Nice.
Let's see. I know you have more stuff, but do you want to hear my this week's bad marketing?
Sure.
We do this all the time. Everybody knows it. Things that confuse me about how you market your business or your product or whatever. Today, I was driving down the street in Wayne, Michigan.
Okay.
And I looked up and I saw a sign that said, Husband Family Funeral Home. And I got all confused.
Huh?
I'm like, Husband Family Funeral Home. So there's a couple of things that bothered me about that. I mean, obviously, the name of the funeral director is Johnny Husband or something like that. But to me, my first thought was, do they only bury husbands? Is that it? This is a specialty funeral place where just husbands who die get buried? And then I noticed that the word family was in there, which made me think, are there any non-family funeral homes?
Huh.
You know, do you need the word family in your funeral home? So are they like a corporate funeral home? You know?
Or is it when the husband goes nuts and kills the family, the whole family gets... That's where they have their funeral?
Well, yeah, there's another way to think about it. Are we doing families all at once?
Mm-hmm.
But it is strange, family funeral home, because that implies that there's another kind of funeral home that isn't directed towards family members.
Mm.
And I'm like, who's dying that doesn't have a family?
And going to a funeral home, right.
And what are those called when they're not family funeral homes?
21 gun salutes? I don't know.
Unless they mean that there's adult funeral homes with a wink, wink, and a nudge, nudge, you know?
Yeah.
Like over 18 funeral homes. And the one that I passed was a family version, like it's G-rated.
I don't know.
I bet there's a naked funeral home out there somewhere.
That would be interesting. Well, how else, these nudist colonies, when they die, what happens there?
Yeah.
Do they dress them in a suit for their funeral? Or do they leave them naked?
I don't know. We're going to have to find a naturist.
These are questions.
They are very good questions.
Do
they even use a coffin? Because if they need to be naked all the time, do they need a coffin?
I know. It's crazy. Do you know what red...
Casket? I don't know the proper way to say. Is it coffin or casket, or they all work together?
I don't know. Weird marketing. Well, I saw one today that was weird marketing, and...
How come you're talking to me that way, that sing-songy, condescending voice?
Because I can.
I saw something today, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry, guess what I saw today?
Sounds like someone we both know that you still work with who talks that way.
Have you ever heard of...
Hello, Davin.
Have you ever heard of Red Ranch?
Red Ranch. Have not? No.
No, for a dressing. Red Ranch.
No.
Yes, you have. It's called...
I have.
It's called Arby's sauce.
It's called ketchup. No, it's Arby's sauce. You mean like the RBQ? It used to be called RBQ sauce, didn't it?
Well, now on their website, they're calling it Red Ranch.
That's weird. Let me look that up.
I looked at the ingredients. I went online to order, and they're beef and cheddar, and it lists the ingredients, and it says Red Ranch.
Red Ranch sauce. Arby's Red Ranch sauce recipe. Imposter red sauce. Let's see. What does it say? What is it? Where is it? Recipe ingredients for Red Ranch is ketchup, onion powder, garlic powder, apple cider vinegar, and sugar.
Right. So it's the Arby's sauce, because if you look at their beef and cheddar, it now says it comes with Red Ranch. Don't fuck me up! I was thinking I was getting some weird sauce on it. I ordered it today for lunch, and it's the Arby's sauce.
I thought it was, for some reason, I thought the Arby's sauce was a barbecue sauce.
It's got a tang to it.
Got a little wang.
Little bit of a tang to it, but it's not a barbecue.
I never use it. I always use the horsey sauce.
Right.
And, incidentally, it's not made out of horses.
No, it isn't.
No, it's horseradish.
Well, they had to cut down the cost of the sauce, so they got rid of the horses.
And, they didn't want to have to print out horseradish sauce on there, so they just put horsey.
Yeah, but you can't ride them.
No, not the packets. No. Dumb. We're dumb. You know who else is dumb?
Who?
People who are going to make a left turn, and then the light starts flashing, and they don't pull into the intersection.
Oh, God, I hate that.
And more, all the time now, people have forgotten that you pull your car into the intersection before you make your left turn. You don't just sit there and wait at the light until you think it's clear.
Yeah, so that way when the light changes, you go, and you at least get one car through the light.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, minimum 2 cars can go through at that point if you're waiting forever. But now you're just screwing everybody, because if the light changes and it's yellow and you decide you're going to turn, the next guy's he doesn't have a head start on it.
Yeah.
And
you're
just screwed.
You get the double
Why
bird.
did that stop? We need to find someone who has been in driver's education to see recently, to see if they stopped teaching that for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe it's safer.
I don't see how.
Yeah, you're out there.
You're going to have to go further to make your turn. I mean, the reason you're pulling out is so that you're not turning into the left or the right lanes on the opposing people.
Well, the worst is when you're out there, though, and you're waiting and someone runs that red light, and then you're stuck in no man's land, and the other traffic has got the green now, and you're stuck out there, and you got to go.
Yeah, but that's not even something they'll ticket you for, because you were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sit out there, and if some idiot runs the red and everybody wants to go, they're supposed to wait for you to complete your turn.
Well,
it's weird how this ties right in with my complaint about the car crash, because I had a car crash we never talked about on the show, got rear-ended.
Okay.
And I can't tell whether or not my insurance went up, because we made a bunch of changes, dropped a vehicle, all this kind of stuff. But
it went up, Jerry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why anybody's insurance would increase if you were the one following the rules and someone ran into you.
Yeah.
It should actually decrease, because it's proven that you followed the rules,
Right.
I was stopped for a school bus, and the person behind me decided that they didn't want to look up in the whole 300 feet they were driving up behind me.
And stopped for the school
Smashed
bus?
right into me.
So they didn't stop, and you did.
Yeah, so I followed the rule, and then my car was totaled. It actually was totaled, and my insurance probably went up. And it shouldn't have. It should have went down, because I've proven that I follow the rules of the road.
It's never going down.
I know.
When has your insurance ever gone down?
Only when it was mandated.
Yeah,
unless there's a Michigan thing happening where you're going to get a refund, $400 for each vehicle, because all insurance companies charge too much for Michigan or something weird like that.
Yeah. Well, that, or if you sign up for some of their programs where you put a thing in and they can track your driving.
It could just be your phone. They do that with your phone now.
You can get a discount or whatever. Stupid.
Yeah, or it goes up because they decided that you were speeding too much.
Right.
Because they're not just looking to see for the right things. They're looking for everything you can possibly do wrong so they can make your insurance go up.
Your car is at a bar.
Fool you, Davin.
Your car is at a bar every night. Your insurance is going up.
Yeah, they'd be able to see all of that, because if you're letting it track your vehicle, then everything. How come you're constantly going 8 above the speed limit?
How come every Thursday you're going to a bar to watch football?
They don't know what you watch at the bar.
Nope, they just see that every Thursday night at 8 o'clock when ESPN's on.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
Oh, speaking of football, these fuckers. I swear, football's getting scripted like old WWE wrestling.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is
Football player Aaron Rodgers.
it's such a stroke fest this season. They are setting it up for Green Bay to be in the Super Bowl because Aaron Rodgers is talking about retiring after this year.
So you think it's rigged now?
Yeah, I think that, and they're pushing for Green Bay to be playing the Cowboys for a playoff game to recreate the Ice Bowl because they were talking about that on Monday Night Football the other day. I'm like, you guys are you're like, it's almost like a movie where they're letting you know what's going to happen.
So you think they're not just openly, contemplating what may happen. You think that they already know what's going to happen and they're setting it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you look at all the commercials and stuff and who they put on commercials on TV, and it's like, okay, that's who they're going to promote this year to be in the Super Bowl.
You think it's a lock? Like, all right, this year the Super Bowl is going to be who's retiring? Let them have it.
Yeah, we need to promote that. Yep.
That's a out there thought. But, I've heard way worse conspiracy theories than that. Not about football, but do you generally think that professional sports are rigged? Because I never really thought they were.
I think they rig them sometimes. They can do some stuff that with the officials and make some calls that can change the outcome of a game.
Oh, that part? I have thought that the officials were bad calling on purpose before, but I meant the whole system. Like,
oh yeah, I think the whole system.
The big wigs get together, the owners get together, and say, "Let's do this year.
Right.
Let's have a rivalry. So let's make this in Game 3. Let's have this incident happen. We can have a rivalry or something like that."
Well, I don't know if they go in that depth with it, but I do believe that it is rigged as far as who they want to be in the finals and how they can promote it and what'll make the NFL more money.
Who they already built the graphics for?
Yeah, there you go. That type of thing. Or, you build a new stadium. Guess what? Within 3 years, you can have a Super Bowl at your stadium.
Yeah.
And to get the excitement going, your team is going to get better over those 3 years.
Somehow.
Yep. So, I
There's
think
our sports talk.
I think it might be rigged.
Conspiracy theories with Davin Christensen.
There you go. And tall people play basketball. What the hell?
Yeah. Why is that
Why is everyone tall?
Well, I think we're there.
I agree.
I mean, minus maybe a minute of trying to figure out where you went.
Oh, yeah, I got to go call that person back.
So, poop is not food.
Yep.
Now I'll change the title for sure.
Poop is not food. Red Ranch is Arby's sauce.
Yeah.
Pizzas are more expensive.
Everybody.
Halle Berry's
to be
Cleopatra.
This just seemed to be a regular run-of-the-mill topic conversation. I don't know how I feel about this show. I think I'm going to have to come up with some more explosive things or do a bunch of cocaine before the next show.
There you go.
Yeah, that's healthy. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Papa Wheelie, guys.